For Australian wineries, energy is a critical and expensive part of wine production. A power outage during fermentation isn't an inconvenience. It can ruin an entire vintage. So battery backup seems obvious. But what if the simpler option could actually pay you? This is the choice. Grid-tied versus hybrid. A decision between revenue and resilience. Here we'll break down the numbers, the risks, and the applications to find the right system for you. First, let's get the fundamentals right. What are we actually comparing? Grid-tied. Your solar panels connect directly to the public grid. It's the simplest setup, making it cheaper to install. Fewer components means simpler maintenance. But when the grid goes down, your system goes down too. Hybrid, you have solar panels plus a battery storage system. This allows you to store excess energy for later use. This setup allows you to prioritize using your own free solar power before drawing from the grid. It gives you energy independence. So, grid-tied is cheaper upfront. But over 15 years, is it still the more profitable choice? The profitability of a grid-tied system hinges on feed-in tariffs, the rate your retailer pays for your excess power. The risk? Those tariffs can and do change. Your revenue is tied to policy, making long-term financial modeling difficult. A hybrid system's value comes from cost avoidance. It stores cheap solar energy generated during the day and allows you to use it during peak hours when grid electricity is most expensive. Your savings are predictable. So we have uncertain revenue versus predictable savings. But the hybrid system has a major hidden cost we need to address. Answering our earlier question, the batteries degrade. You must factor in replacement costs in 10 to 15 years, impacting long-term ROI. Scenario 1, a winery in a remote region with an unreliable grid. Here, constant power for cooling is an operational necessity. Scenario 2, a winery in the Hunter Valley with a stable grid and high daytime use. Here, a cheaper grid-tied system is a smart financial play. But the decision isn't just about operations and finance. How does your choice of solar system affect your brand? Environmentally conscious consumers are a growing market. Visible solar panels send a powerful sustainability message. Some wineries are going further, using their hybrid systems to charge electric vineyard vehicles for a fossil fuel-free operation. Before any choice, you need data. A detailed energy audit is non-negotiable to determine the optimal system size. Don't calculate costs without checking for government incentives. These can dramatically reduce the upfront cost of both types of systems. The typical payback period is 5 to 10 years, but this varies wildly based on electricity prices and your location's sun exposure. So, which system is better for your brand? The story of energy independence with a hybrid system often has a stronger marketing impact. Clearly, the choice isn't simple. It's a balance of upfront cost, long-term risk, operational needs, and even your brand's identity. Let's connect two ideas, the high cost of a battery and the catastrophic cost of a lost vintage. The battery is an insurance premium. Now, connect grid-tied revenue with its unpredictable nature. Choosing grid-tied is a bet on favorable tariffs, a higher-risk strategy. The decision reveals your winery's core priority. Grid-tied prioritizes faster ROI. Hybrid prioritizes long-term resilience and certainty. The future is even more complex. Advanced energy management systems can now optimize hybrid performance, predicting needs second by second. So, the verdict. Grid-tied is best for wineries with limited capital, a stable grid, and a focus on the quickest possible return. Hybrid is superior for remote wineries, or any operation where a single power outage far outweighs the extra investment in batteries. There is no single best system. The right choice depends entirely on your specific location, risk tolerance, and business goals. Your first step isn't to choose a technology, it's to understand your need. Commission a professional energy audit to invest with confidence.